Alright. Dragon Ball Super Episode 2. There's really not a whole lot to say with this episode. I mean, it didn't really add a whole lot of new stuff, but it showed some interesting things. For one, it does seem to reinforce the idea that this is a series primarily about family, as a good chunk of this episode's focus was Vegeta spending time with his family and fulfilling that promise to Trunks to take him to that amusement park after he hit him for managing to hit him like he told him to try to do. Dad of the year. And then he kind of begrudgingly goes along on this trip. Snaps at his son the whole time, yada yada, but apparently he's the best dad in the series. I don't even know. But anyway, it was interesting to see him at least put in effort, I suppose. Um, but that it was kind of funny at the same time too to see him try to suffer through all that stuff. But we also got to see Goku begin his training with King. Apparently, the desire to wear ugly tracksuits runs in the family. Uh, the um, the freaking weight that he's lifting too. Holy crap! I mean, that's like a warm up, and he's lifting and he's dragging that in friggin' 10 times gravity too. That's but anyway, it was certainly interesting to see. But the most interesting part of this episode actually was Beerus. And seeing him and his behavior and how he reacted to various things, seeing him once again destroy a world because they mildly angered and annoyed him. Um, I mean, I don't want to say that it's necessarily a minor thing either, though, because this time at least, they actually did kind of try to jump him. But see, they had promised him, apparently, if the subtitles can be 100% believed, that they would, prepare him a meal of dinosaur meat. And we showed up, and apparently they hadn't been able to catch one. They had only caught the one for them. And we said, can we have this one instead? Because Lord Beerus is getting impatient. The thing said no. Beerus came out, said, I want it. The thing decided to challenge him. It transformed into an even bigger thing, started trying to fight him, and by the end of it, he had basically wiped him out. Got mad, or rather annoyed, started remembering something about the Super Saiyan God, decided he didn't want the barbecue anymore, just destroyed the planet. And there you go. There's friggin' Beerus. And it's the way he's doing it too, I think that is very impressive. I never quite got this kind of sense of scale or scope in terms of power and battle of gods, or even, I mean, you kind of get it, I suppose, in Resurrection F, but at least the manga. I'm not sure if that scene was retained in the anime or not, the movie. But um, Beerus, I mean, he's tapping a finger on a table, and half the planet explodes. He is, and not only does half the planet explode, but he's like, hundreds of miles away from the planet, or more, thousands even, in like an instant. He's that powerful. He can move that quickly. Um, I suppose it could be teleportation of some sort, but either way, it's just the ability to have that kind of power and then scoot that fast, whether it's him or Whis or whatever. That's impressive. And then this planet, it's just a tiny little speck of energy. Literally falls down into the planet, and it just completely begins to rupture and split open and explode, and then blows up. Just that tiny little piece killed that planet. I mean, we're getting ridiculously powerful levels here. So we're finally getting a more accurate scope of precisely how powerful Beerus is. And he's definitely shown to be a step up from anything they've ever faced before. Anything they have ever faced before. Having said that, the episode 3 preview appears to be showing that they are probably retelling Battle of Gods. That much seems obvious at this point. Or unless something goes wrong here and they decide to have a redo later at Capsule Corp, I don't know. I honestly don't know. We'll see. But I'm thinking just based on timeline alone, it probably is that. Or again, I don't know. You know, I mean, they could, I suppose, dance around and try to make it work, but I really think they're kind of retelling it. Which, I don't know how that's going to turn out. But the episode 3 preview, coincidentally, while showing that was something that was a thing, and King Kai had to try to keep Beerus a secret from Goku, and Beerus has a bouncy ball. Cats. But then seeing, having read the text description of the third episode, it is indeed about Krillin and his family, and they are stuck in a traffic jam on their way to Bulma's party. So it's going to be interesting to see how they deal with that, especially 18, because she's not a patient woman. Well, not a super patient woman anyway, especially when people start getting stupid and pushy. So yeah, that'll be something to see. But overall, I really like this episode too. I like how we're kind of getting some build up into something rather than just them taking for granted that, hey, you know all this, let's just skip all this and get straight to the action. We're getting some build up. We're getting a sense of bond between the family and everything, which is probably going to make things that may or may not happen later that much more emotional when they do. And all in all, it's pretty cool. So, it'll be interesting to see where the series goes in the future. I'll say that much. But at any rate, that is it for this time. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I will catch you later. See ya.